Hey everybody, this is Cree again on the right side of 50. All right, so I had to take a quick break and, you know, do something really quick. But anyway, what I was saying at the end of the last video is I was telling you about thumbnails. Um, I always read people have different opinions on the thumbnails. Do they matter? Do they not? Um, Over the weekend, outside of stressing about this job that I'm at, okay, um, I was sitting here and I was thinking about my content. Now, I've only been doing this for a month, so I'm no pro at it. I won't pretend that I am because I'm not. I'm learning as I go. The example that I'll give you is I was sitting here saying to myself, how come I can't get my thumbnails like here, let me tell you this. When I'm in the studio part of my channel, I um I always thought, well, you know what? I don't know what I was thinking between the thumbnail and just what you see on the video, like what you guys are seeing. Like when you come to my channel and you look at the videos, what are you saying? Biggest thing here is I was having problems with the thumbnail. So the thumbnails, I do have thumbnails for all my videos, but I just wasn't sure how to make them fancy or whatever the case is. So I've been hearing it and I've been watching it, and I don't know why I just never paid attention. I never keyed in. I never like focus keyed in on what they were saying with the Canva. So I've used Canva in the past. So I went ahead and I pulled my account back up and free version. I'm not on the pro. And I went ahead and I started playing with it and got it done. Um, and I thought that was kind of silly of me because um, all this time I've been, my thumbnails have been photos of me, but a lot of them were uploaded. There are just a few in there that are really just an auto generated of the video that I've uploaded. But what I did once I figured the Canva part out, I said, oh my gosh, all this time you've been sitting here not even realizing that's how to do the background and the letters. So I did say Friday and Saturday. That's what I was working on. Friday night and Saturday, I was playing around with like I changed some of my thumbnails, like my last five, six thumbnails, something like that, and just trying to see if it makes a difference. I do think it's a bit more capturing because what I had to do is I had to think about when I'm out there looking at videos, what captures my attention. Well, the title catches your attention. Yeah, the title definitely does. And I've been working on those titles with ChatGPT. So I have been, having that assist me. Um, Not on every title, but on many of them. Okay. So I am just watching to see what changes. Um, I haven't been discovered by many. Maybe by the time you see this video, I will have a lot more subscribers and watch hours. But right now, I don't have them. That's okay. I have patience. I have time. So, I'm happy about that. I figured out how to make a more eye pleasing thumbnail. So I also titles, like I said, I've been working on that AI wise, and most importantly, the juiciness and the content. So right now, I mean, this is who I am. I have different moments of me. Um, we all know, I'm coming to you on a semi-professional level, um, because we all know when you're with your family, you're with your girlfriends or whoever, you're a bit more relaxed, and your conversation is different. So it's different. Trust me, it is. But at least with me, it is. It's different. So um, personality doesn't change. This is just who I am. I'm very laid back. I'm uh, I'm not complicated. So I've never heard anybody say you're complicated. No, I'm not. I'm not complicated. I'm probably more. I'm probably too simple. As far as things that count. I mean, I'm just not a burden. I'm not one of those. I can adapt to many things, not all, but many. So I'm flexible. I know how to adapt to different personalities and things like that, because everybody, people will have that opinion about you, and not me personally is who I'm talking about, but people will have an opinion about just based on the first conversation. So that's why they say your first impression is the one that people remember. Um, Out in the public, I mean, I just have that face. I have an inviting type of personality, so people always want to talk to me. That's just the nature of it, and I'm okay with it. I'm fine with it. People talk to me, but I have other people that that I know that are close to me. They're not like that. Um, Many are, but there's a couple of them. They're not like that. So they'll never understand it because they've never been that type. So, but anyway, I it's not about video's not about them. But so if there's some other thoughts outside of content, I mean, I'm working on my content, but titles and thumbnails, I think those are the biggest things that people talk about. I don't want to content wise bounce all over the place with you guys because right now, I mean, it is supposed, I make this, the channel, it's, the right side of 50. Okay. So the purpose of it is really just to go through a lot of different things that people in my generation go through versus the younger generation, if you know what I mean. Okay. And that is physical, mental, emotional. It's just like when you were younger. If you remember, in your 20s, I think that's when you're the most vulnerable. You're sensitive, you're still trying to learn everything, new relationship, whatever the case. Um, Maybe you're seeking validation. Um, it's a lot of different things. Your 30s, when you get into your 30s, at that point, you're starting to become a little bit more well rounded. You're starting, hopefully, trying to get your ish together, and then so that way come 40s, hopefully you have your stuff together, and you at that point don't really care about anybody's opinion. Okay. So now when you get into your 50s, you pretty much, it's like the 40s. It's just you really, the goal is to be established, and again, really not give two damns about what a person thinks about you. Now with me, what I've noticed over the years is kind of what I said. Me getting my ish together is kind of like, yeah, 1 minute it's there, and then I backslide something, I fall, whatever. And um and I think that may be my personality that does that, because I'm not one that likes to stay in one place, not for 20 years, not forever and ever. I don't know, my attention with it, I just can't. So when I think about things, I work different industries, I work different jobs. Not I'm not a job hopper. I do give adequate time to a job, but I'm just not a job hopper, and I never really um, found a place that I can call myself, that I could see myself being there for 20 years. Okay, so now here I am at 50, 51 to be exact. Now I'm 51, and I'm definitely not looking for any place that I can be at for 20 years. Okay. If I have to work another several years, and when I say work, I mean a 9 to 5 for an employer, um, I would hope I wouldn't have to do that any more than the next 5 to 10 years. 10 years even hurts me to say. It hurts my soul. But we'll just say ideally 5 years, nothing more than that. Um, I do have plans to, I am trying to work on things, so that I can have something to call my own. because again, we don't know what retirement looks like. I don't want to sit around and do nothing, of course, but I want to be more in control of my future, as far as what God would allow. Okay, so if He sees it fit, it'll happen. And I'm going to work on that, because that's what He does. He gives you the strength and He gives you the knowledge so you can figure things out. Okay. And that's what I know. Okay. It's always been like that for me. I know even if it doesn't happen when I think it should, He's saying, no, it's not time. You're not ready. Okay. I trust it. You got to trust the process. In the meantime, you're still supposed to try to get a game plan together, business plan together, whatever it is that you're shooting for. It's important. It's very important, because you don't, for anybody younger, I mean, you want to be more established. I wish I was. If I could change some things, I would. But I do believe that if you change one thing, you have to change everything. So I don't sit around upset about decisions that were made. Sometimes I wish I made better decisions, of course, but I can't change that. This is just, you just have to move forward and learn from what you've done wrong. And then you have to, again, you have to think about yourself before anybody else. That's probably my biggest downfall, is thinking about others before me. I will reach out and I'll help somebody else quicker than I'll help myself. So is it to say that I, feel a certain way about it? Well, no, I love helping people if I can. But I have to also remember, you got to help yourself first. You got to take care of yourself first, because nobody else is going to do it. You have to do it, and then you can worry about other people. You can help if you can. And trust me, I'm not talking about people who, well, I guess I am, because the only people that I'm really helping are people who are closest to me. You do the community stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people close to you. You try to help them, but you got to remember, you got to help yourself as well. So that's I've talked it out with them, and they agree. It's nobody that's giving me a hard time. None of my girlfriends are. It's nothing like that. It's just, we're a community in ourselves, and we help each other. So there's no regrets on nothing like that. But I just know there's things that I would like to do, that I like to do better than what I've been doing. And right now it's just focusing on short term, what you need to get done now. Long term, what did I tell you guys? Long term, maybe one day I'd like to, I'd like to become an expat. I'd like to live in another country. In my spare time when I'm daydreaming, that's what I'm doing. I'm following my creators that I like to watch, that speak on moving abroad and what their life is moving abroad and what countries. And, I do research if I've got time to do so. And on the weekends, I usually make it time to daydream and just relax my mind. That's the best way I can do it. And just move forward. Okay. So anyway, that's my goal this week. Again, still trying to figure it out. I really have to come up with some, decisions. It's just, like I said, every time I think I'm that close, I probably am, but then something else I have to learn, or just that I haven't grasped. So I'll get there. And if I won't make the promise, because if I don't, then I just don't. I'm gonna have to figure that out, and I'll figure it out, you guys. But anyway, I'm gonna let you go because I'm rambling now. And I will talk to you guys soon. All right. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.